Hello, it's Minecraft Mama here again. I have a cool idea that I got from my nephew, and I had this already started. Let me zoom up so you can see everything. I have this abandoned area at the end of my road that I already had on there for whatever reason. But I was reading Minecraft Bite-Sized Builds and looking for ideas, and my nephew had said something about one of the games he was playing and the Halloween stuff coming up. So I'm like, oh, cool. And then in the book they had a Halloween maze. So that's what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of make this a Halloween area and make a maze. I cleared this area. I just made so there was a flat area for the maze to be, and then I measured out um, for I measured for the maze how big I made it or how big its perimeter was going to be, which I mapped it out on graph paper, and I'll put in the comments below. I'll put the a picture of the maze that I'm building. But basically, what I did is I measured it out. It's going to be 18 blocks by 26 blocks. So I just wanted to make sure that I had enough area clear, and the reason that I have a couple on this side is I have like a little bump out area that will fit right in there, so I don't have to get rid of my weird little abandoned stone foundation that's here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, I guess I could have gotten that ready ahead of time. I'm going to use some pumpkins, so I'm going to put them in here. And then I'm also going to use well, I'm going to use hay bales. I thought they were in this area. Alright, I'm searching. Hay. So I'm going to use pumpkins and hay bales. There's just some other decorations that I'm going to use. I may also use some blocks, some grass blocks. So let me put my grass block back on here. And I think once I'm done, I'm going to use the shovel and put the whole, yeah, I have my shovel out, shovel the path in the middle of the grass. So I'll need to make sure there's definitely grass blocks in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the perimeter and where the entrance is going to be. And so I'm going to start by taking my hay block and putting it right there, and this is going to be my bottom perimeter that I'm going to start. And if I want all the hay bales to be the same, I'm going to change that one. Maybe inside I can make some that are a little different. We'll make the outside ones that are the same. And I'm going to go through and do the bottom perimeter just one block high, and then once I make sure that I haven't made any mistakes, I'll go back in and make it taller so you can't just see over the edge. Oops. Alright, so I made it so that there's a nice little straight run to just get you into the middle of it. And that's 2, 4, 6, 8 blocks. And when you're counting out, sometimes it's easier to, instead of just laying out all the blocks, so I have these 4 blocks. But if I know I'm going to do 8 blocks, I can do like every other one. So then it's easier to count it that I'm out 8 blocks. And then I'm skipping 2 blocks, so 1, 2, and then there's going to be a turn right here. And then I was originally going to make it 2 wide, but I think it'll be cooler if it's just 1 wide. I usually make doors and walkways 2 wide because I'm not good at steering usually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then should be then since I don't need that anymore, I'm going to take it down. And then this we have 2, 4, 6. So here's 2, 4, and 6. And this is, you can see from the outside, it's starting to give us what our outside wall is going to look like. And on this 6 block, it's going to turn. And then that's going to be 2, 4, 5 out. Which I apparently put it out a little further. Because that's 2. Yeah, so. And there's enough room here that since I have this laid out, I don't have it coming out as far this way as I thought it was going to be, which is no problem. There's enough room on the other side. So, all right, so we have 2, 4, 5 there, and then we're going up. And then that's going up 2, 4, 6. And the reason I'm counting it out is I'm looking at my basically my map of what it's going to look like in here. So if you can see, we'll kind of zoom up, and you can see we're already starting to get what our path is going to start to look like. And when you're making a maze, you want to make sure that people can get back out of the maze, otherwise it's not going to be a lot of fun. So what I did is when I was drawing the maze, I put in where the path was going to be. I put it in from the start, and I kind of made a big middle area. So I drew in where I wanted the middle area to be, and then I drew in a path to the middle area and a path away from the middle area to the exit, and then I kind of made like dead ends and stuff like that around there. So I'm just going to go to the end here. I know I'm going to need to take some of this block out, but I'm going to come back here so I can get my middle and center part in. Now in here, this comes up 1 block, yeah. So this is our beginning, and then I have this little, whoops, what's blocking the path? I have this little like bigger area so I can put some decorations and stuff in there. So then coming around here, this first little path I made so that it's just going to be a dead end. And it's dead ending. That's why I have a grass block, just in case. And then that's going to dead end right here. So if we come in, we're walking, walk, we go in here, we get here, oh, which way should we go? Oh, it's a dead end, but we can get back out. Okay, so from here, and again, I have this all mapped out so I can see where I need everything to be. And I could take the gray blocks out now. I don't need to right now because they're still giving me my middle part on that side, so I'm going to leave those there. But since I don't need them over here, I'm going to go ahead and take them out. All right, so as we come around this way, this just swings around here like this, and then it makes a dead end. And then there's another little place that we can decorate and have some stuff in there. So then when we come out here, and I'm sorry if I'm being too jumpy going around, I'll try to slow down a little bit. So then as we come out this way, this is going to give us So I made a little alcove there again for decoration. Oh, that must need to come out one more block. Yep, it does. And then there'll be a block there. And that leaves me, yep, that's right. And I'm going to put the block there, but I might take it out and make it a decoration block. Alright, now I see I've done something wrong. What did I do wrong? 2, 3, oh. That just needs another block there. We'll take that block out. Okay. And then we can follow this line as we come here. So I have this line, and then it's going to come up 3, 2, 3 more. Oops. 3 more to there. And then this line is going to come all the way across for a ways. So I'll just put some of it on there. And so that looks right. Yep. Okay. And then here, I have, so we're coming around, and this path, we'll kind of go zoom up so you can see what's happening. You can see we have a nice little maze forming, and you can kind of see that we're getting around to being able to get to the center, which is right where we're just about to go into. Alright, so I'm going to take these gray blocks out, and then I need to close that off, and we're making a path that'll come down here. Make sure that's the right number of blocks. I have 2, 4, 6 from the end. 2, 4, yep, okay. So these two paths, both of them are going to lead into the middle, and then this is the middle area right here. And then this is, I'm going to just, actually I'm going to use a light block just so that alright, so this is my middle area. And the reason I put the light block is because I'm not using that. So it gives me an idea of where my end points are. Alright, so right on the other side of this, I have that happening. And then that happening. Alright. And like I said, I tried to make it so that it's interesting and fun. And there's some places that you can get lost, but you don't want to get people too lost. Alright. So this right here, fill this line in, because this is a dead end line over here. Did I? No, that's right. And this is actually going to be the exit right here. And the only reason I'm not counting those blocks out is because from my picture, I can see exactly where it's going to be coming across. And, alright, so we got that. I'm going to zoom up so you can kind of see how our maze is forming. So far we are coming down in the bottom right, and there's a couple of different places that you can twist and turn. The light blocks right now are where the center is, and going straight down from the center is a little dead end loop. So you have to kind of go off to the side to get out of there. All right, so let's do this part now. All right, so we'll come out, and now I'm gonna have to get rid of that. And I'm actually gonna change my design just a little bit so that I don't have to take that take as much out. I'm just dropping a corner off and making it pull in just a little bit so that it's still going to be the right height. I mean the right width. All right, so this should be, yeah, that should be right. Okay, so whoa, I just fell right down. All right, so we need to get our curve right here. So we have that and that. And then I made, this is just a little area for like a decoration or something to be. And then this line just goes, oh my goodness. Whoops, tall grass there. And then this is our end line right here. So then I can decide, oh, do I want to take this block out? And I think I'm going to, just so it doesn't make it confusing for anybody who might be inside. All right, so now we can kind of come out and take a look over the whole thing. And we have to make sure, okay, did we get everybody able to get out? Yep, we're coming in at the bottom right. Get to the center. And we come out at the bottom there. All right, so now what we can do, and I made it so that when eventually this is done, people can stand over and look down at people in the maze as well, which is why I made it next to that little cliff face there. All right, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take all the like grass, and if there's anything, there's a not grass block, so we want to make it a grass block. Take these light blocks out now, and those will come back to grass, but I'm going to change them to grass, otherwise I'm not going to be able to make a path on them. Okay. So then what I'm going to do in the center, I think, is I'm going to make a cool little pumpkin thing in the center. So it will also give it some light in there. And I'll probably have to put some pumpkins in after I put the rest of the maze up, because it's going to be too dark if it's actually nighttime. Right now I have it set on always day, so it's never dark, but alright, so let's go through and put a second one in, and then what we can do after we get the second one up is we can go and check and see, okay, does it look spooky enough with two? Do we need to put a third one on there? And I think I'm going to try and make it so all the hay bales are standing up. And really, I mean, that's your choice if you're making a maze, which I recommend because it's fun. If you're making a maze and you like it with the hay bales all in different directions, that's totally up to you. I just like it better when they're the same. In another video, I'll go over, I made a hedge maze, which I actually made in a survival world. So that was fun, clipping all the leaves to make a hedge maze. But it turned out pretty well, and there's it's near like a little town that my sister and I made. So there's a place where you can go up on top of one of the buildings and look down at the people in the maze. And I hid like a little fountain in the middle of it. It's pretty cool. I'll get it in one of my videos later. So far, all of the ones I've done have been in creative. My sister and I get a lot done in our survival worlds too. Okay. Oops. Actually, put a pumpkin right there. And one thing you can do when you get through, like if I have my nephews or my son or my sister and they go through the maze and they're like, oh, it's too hard, I can't do it. Well, then you could put some like markers in so that you can tell. Oh, no, see, look at that. I missed a block there. Okay. All right, so let's walk through. I almost think that I want it to be another one taller. And I think it has, yeah, because you can see so much above it. No, I think it, all right, I'm going to just zoom up for a second, and I'm going to put a layer of block of hay right in just this one area. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it at 2 blocks, even though you can still see stuff out of it. It just seems too much like a big wall, so we're going to keep it on 2 blocks. And and that's the great thing with playing in Minecraft, especially when you're in creative, is if you don't like something, you can just take it out. It's pretty easy. Alright, so let's go up and take a look at the maze. Alright, so now we have the maze, and I see another block that I put in the wrong way. And then now we have our places where we can add some pumpkins in some of the walls on the ends. So we have some light. And we can even put like a pumpkin like this too inside the... Alright, so we have some pumpkin lights, and then I'll have to go in sometime when it's dark and see if there's other places that we're going to need lights or pumpkins or something. Alright, so now some decoration things, and this is one thing that was in the book that they did in the maze, is they had, here, I'm going to do it right here. They had a little decoration with some of the little heads And so what they did, and I'm gonna put it, they had it on a stick. We'll see how it works out. I haven't tried this yet, so we'll see how it goes. And then let's go with a nice zombie head. Oh, there we go. That looks cool. Imagine walking around the corner. Ah, zombie! And with the gray block, it almost looks like it's a zombie there. All right, so let's see. We have the zombie corner, and now we have this corner here. So maybe, oh, it's just on the ground. That wasn't what I meant to do. Oh, that looks cool, how it's tilted to look at you. So let's get one of the other heads. How about a nice creeper head? So you walk around. Ah! Okay. I wonder if we can put. Oh, you can put a head on top of the pumpkin. There you go. Although if I'm gonna put a head on top of the pumpkin, I think it should be a zombie head. Oh, and that even made it so that the zombie is looking at the right path to get out of there. Even better. We don't know that anyone will actually notice that, but alright, so we have a little space there. Put another zombie head in there. And then we have one here. We can put a creeper head there. We have one here. I'm going to put a pumpkin with a zombie on it. Alright. And then go down so the zombie's looking at you. Let's see, creeper? Yeah, there you go. So when you enter the maze, there's a creeper staring you down. Ah, you have to go towards it. Alright. So that is building a maze, and the next video I'm going to do is going to be decorating the rest of this all out for Halloween. So I hope you enjoyed making a maze. You can check out the comments below, and I'll put in my template and the link to the book that I used that got the maze idea and some of the other things that we did. If you have any ideas of things that I can add to my little Halloween area, be sure to comment below. I hope you enjoyed the video. This was Minecraft Mama. Thanks for watching.